Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of my journey to getting my Thai bike licence and car licence. So if you recall, in the first episode I explained that I went to Chatuchak like everybody else. I took all my documents with me, my passport, everything else. They said no, I needed to get my passport back to the British Embassy. They needed to authenticate it and give me a letter with the red stamp, and also I needed to get authorization or authentication rather of my Tabian Barn and pink card. Then I needed to visit the immigration office to get proof of residency. So when I came back disheartened, my friend said, no, that doesn't really sound right. So what we're going to do is we'll take you to our local one, which was the Motorbike Provincial Transport Office. But I'm still going to refer to that as a DLT, Department of Land Transport, just for ease. So just to recap on the documents I actually took with me to both Chatuchak and to the Motorbike office was originally my passport and photocopies of the information page, my entry stamp, and also my non-O. Additionally, I took my British driving licence and with photocopies of front and rear, and I also took my international driving licence with a photocopy of the front, and then on the rear page the stamp version and my picture version, so I had copies of that. And also took with me my pink ID card, Thai ID card, and my yellow Tabian Barn. So those were the documents that I took with me. But when I went down to the Motorbike office, they were more than happy with that. So I'm just going to now jump onto a couple of slides just to go over what we took. So as I say, so the first one I took was the UK passport with copies of the third page, second page, and the non-O, UK driving licences, reverse side, and my international driving licence, which you can obtain before coming to Thailand at your local office at £5.50. So again, I took the copy of the front page, the last 2 pages, which are the entitlement stamps, and the idiot guys to explain all that. I also took proof of address, so I took my Thai ID card and my yellow Tabian Barn. However, you might not be so lucky with that, so if you don't have a pink card, you'll have to go through this process. So you need to take your original residential address in Thailand, certified from the Embassy or Immigration Bureau, valid for 1 year, or a work permit with the present resident address identified and original photocopy. However, as I said before, I took my pink Tabian Barn and my pink ID card and my Tabian Barn because I went through all this process already at the British Embassy in order to get my Tabian Barn and pink ID card. Also, you're going to need passport with the original and photocopy with the stamp and visa, but not a tourist visa. They requested a non-O work permit or educational visa was required. You're also going to need a original and photocopy of an international driving licence, which I've just explained the pages you need that, and you're also going to need a medical which you're going to get from the local office, but you need to shop around for that. I paid 150 baht, but some can go up to 300, but I used the one just outside Chatuchak. So if you're standing with your back at the gate to Chatuchak DLT, you hang a left, you follow the road right the way down till you come to the first junction, you cross over the road, you've got some shop units, and the place that I went to was about the 3rd unit in, so they were very, very helpful. I say 150 baht for that. So the total cost for everything, if you're going to use the Motorbike one, you need to take all your documents to the walk-in window. They will check it and then send you over to either window 6 or 7. If they're happy with your paperwork and copies, they will then give you this. So they will check everything off until if you need to bring anything back, they will then set the appointment for you. In my case, it's tomorrow, which is the 8th of August at 12:30. So I will see you the other side of the intro, which will be tomorrow by then, and I'll see you at the DLT. See you later. Hello everyone, welcome back from the intro. So we're on our way now on the Motorbike Road, driving to the Department of Land Transport. And here's the address of the Motorbike Provincial Transport Office and the times, but I ignore the Queen Mother's birthday, unless of course it's her birthday. Here's Google Maps showing the location of the roads and also the purple line. If you are venturing by SkyTrain, then you need to get off at the Motorbike Civic Centre. If like us you're coming in by car, once you reach the DLT, stay in the right hand lane, don't get in the left hand lane because you'll be stuck in there forever, because that's the lane for paying your road taxes. So stay in the right hand lane and just follow the road round till you reach the car park.
Hello everyone, welcome back from the intro. We've arrived at the Department of Land Transport. The building we need is just through there. So let's go and find out what I need to do. See you later.
So exactly the same as your first visit, you go to window number 5, which is the walk-in, but you go to the left-hand window. They will check your documents. Once they're happy, they'll send you to window 6, 7 or 8. And 6, 7 or 8 window will then attach 2 pieces of paper. The first page, which I've got translated for you, is what you're going to need to do if you're applying freshly for a licence without your international driving licence. If you're applying for the with an international driving licence, you only have to do the back part. So I'll let you study this part, which is the first page, if you don't have your international driving licence. An international driving licence, I was only required to do 4 tests. One of the tests was the peripheral vision, which was wide vision. The colour vision, which was just a traffic light sequencing. The second one was depth of view, which was a little bit tricky because you had to get everything sort of in line, but I got there in the end. And the other one is the brake tests. So all in all, quite straightforward. As I said a little while ago, when you've been to Windows 6 and 7, or 6 or 7, and they're happy with your paperwork, they will then give you a number. So you have to wait then for your numbers to be called before you then enter the fitness room where you do all your little tests. As we arrived quite early, we decided to go eat at the food court. So the food prices are quite reasonable. I paid 40 baht for this. It was 12:35 when I got called in to do my 4 tests. Once I passed them, I then had to go back to the window to get a payment certificate, and then I was then called up to the payment office and then for photographs. That whole process took 5 minutes, so by the time it was just after 1 o'clock, we were all done, apart from the problems then occurred. It turned out the guy that I came to see on the first day made a mistake where he only took one photocopy. In order to get a driving licence for car and bike, I needed 2 photocopies. So fortunately, being like a good Boy Scout, I was all prepared. So if you're not prepared, then outside is a photocopy shop and they will charge you £1 per print. I took advantage of a cup of coffee while I signed the 8 copies that I needed for my bike licence before taking it back into the test centre for them to sign the additional paperwork. This was quite straightforward and didn't cost anything. I only had to pay for the licence. So the additional time added was 15 minutes. So in total, we arrived at 12 o'clock and we left by about 20 past 1. Not bad, eh? Who's a little happy fat boy with his 2 licenses? Yeah, me, right? So if you didn't come with the international driving licence, you may then be requested to do some extra additional training, which is on this side. So have a look through that. I didn't get costings for the test centre, but I'm sure that you could make inquiries. And it's a beautiful laid out little track. So basically you drive around like it's an imaginary road, you carry out some tests and you're watched by an instructor and examiner. It looked quite straightforward. So once I passed everything and did all the tests, so my licence for the car was for 2 years, which was 205 baht, and for the motorcycle was 105 baht. Also paid 50 per page for my photocopies, and my medical was 150. So in total I paid 468 for 2 licences and a medical and photocopying, which I didn't think was too bad at all. Well, thank you for being part of my driving licence experience. As I say, the first part at Chatuchak was a bit confusing, a little bit misleading, but as I say, Notably, they got it sorted, no problem at all. Would you need an agent? I don't think so. They speak perfectly good English. There was a little bit of a communication problem when it came to my bike licence, but with their help and the additional photocopies which I had, we straightened the whole thing out. So yeah, fantastic service. Really, really enjoyed it. So I hope you have a good time trying to get your driving licence. Anyway, see you on my next journey. Bye.